Mathematics has been described as the study of measurement, relationships, and properties of quantities and sets using numbers and symbols. The study of mathematics as a demonstrative discipline began way back in the 6th century BC with the Pythagoreans, who coined the term mathematics from the ancient Greek word mathema, meaning subject of instruction. Greek mathematicians refined the methods through the introduction of deductive reasoning. However, it was the ancient Romans that used applied mathematics in surveying, structural engineering, mechanical engineering, bookkeeping, creation of lunar and solar calendars, and even arts and crafts. Now, over time, the study of mathematics has grown to become an indispensable subject to the physical sciences and technology, as well as impacting on every aspect of human life. Be it a farmer, shopkeeper, mechanic, doctor, or sportsman, everyone is said to need mathematics to make life orderly and organized. As important as the subject is, it is revealing that many students shy away from mathematics, with many demystifying it as difficult or dreaded, leading to poor performance. As the world marks 2021 International Day of Mathematics with the theme Mathematics for a Better World, what can be done to demystify the study of mathematics among students? Are we using the right methods of teaching to make this important subject simple and attractive to students? Well, this and other related issues will be discussed on this edition of the program. Welcome to Nigeria Today. I am Dennis Adegunloye. All right, joining me in the studio to discuss demystifying mathematics is the former Director General of the National Mathematical Center in person of Professor Sam Ali. You're very welcome to Nigeria Today.
Thank you.
All right, and also joining us in the studio is a mathematics teacher with the Pace Setters Academy, Guzape Abuja, person of charity in Nalegu. Thanks also for being with us on the program.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis.
You're welcome. All right, so let's begin with the former DG of the National Mathematical Center, Professor Sam Ali. International Mathematics Day is celebrated on the 14th of March every year to spark creativity and shed light on the connections between mathematics and other fields, concepts, and ideas. How would you say, or what level of importance would you say this day entails?
Well, it is so important, and it's a day that the lovers of mathematics will note. For example, there is something we call pi, and pi simply, if I use mathematical language, many people may run away. When you look at the ratio between the circumference and diameter, any circle, of any circle, if you look at the ratio of the circumference and the diameter, it must always be pi. And what is pi? Pi is 3.142 and so on. And you see, March, when you look at March, which is the 3rd month of the year, the 14th day, this is when UNESCO declare that it should be the International Mathematics Day. So you are getting me by 14th of March, which is 14, and when you look at pi, it's 3.14 and so on. So you can see the connection.
Quite an interesting revelation, yes.
And pi, when people see pi, they run away. 22 over 7. You know, 22 over 7 comes to 3.142 and so on. And that is the International Mathematical Day.
All right, thanks for that opening salvo from you, the DG, former DG. Let's bring in our mathematics teacher now from the Pace Setters Academy, charity in Nalegu. This year's theme, Mathematics for a Better World. Talk to us about it, and also with many pupils shying away from the subject of mathematics? How challenging, in your experience, has it been?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dennis. Mathematics for a better world is the theme for this year's Mathematics World International Mathematics Day. And for me, I will look at it from this perspective. There are so many global issues, that call for mathematical approach for solutions. Let's look at the most trending, the climatic change. Okay, just recently in fact up until now, we experienced serious heat. Some parts of the world experienced drought. Yeah. Some experienced massive ice, and so on. Do you know that we would have been able to checkmate these things and prepare better if mathematicians were put to work? The understanding of probability, for instance, can be used to predict climatic change. All the weather changes here and there. If we have the mathematicians doing their job well in collaboration with other professionals like the scientists and all of that, it will be very easy for us to predict these climatic changes and prepare better. That's why we cannot do away with maths if we are talking of a better world, because every one of us wants to be comfortable, want to have a better weather. So having a knowledge of it, of the future, the predictiveness of mathematics via probability is enough to give us the information we need to prepare better and even to avert some of these changes. And then as a mathematics teacher, for me, mathematics is just the best subject. You know why? As a child, I discovered I could score 100 over 100 in math. But no matter how I do well, I write well in English, either my teacher says I don't cross the I's, or I don't cross the T's, or I don't dot the I's, I have one reason to fail, maybe to lose some marks. But in math, if you follow the process, you can actually be so exact and you score all the marks available. So it's been challenging that there is this negative trend. People have this phobia for mathematics. You see a child who has not even, been to school talking about mathematics phobia. He or she is not interested in learning because there is this storyline that mathematics is a dangerous subject. You don't dare it, or if you dare it, you fail. So I want to debunk such beliefs, because what I believe in is the approach. Yeah. First, self-belief. Believe in yourself that you can do all things. Then, for the teachers, from the private sector where I come from, Paysetters to be precise, we employ the adequate materials. We use the best methods. We know when to switch from the big equations to stories. You can turn maths to stories, to game, to more interesting things, just to convey the knowledge, to make sure that you pass the knowledge adequately. So I want everyone out there on this special day we are celebrating mathematics to demystify that belief, debunk it, trash that belief that mathematics is so hard.
All right. Okay, let me bring in Professor Sam Ali here. What in your view are the issues that young people have with regards to mathematics, and what's going to be done to improve or galvanize their interest and passion for the subject, as we've seen from Mrs. Charity?
Well, as it says, there's that phobia, there's that belief it's a difficult subject. Yeah. They cannot surmount it. But I believe it's the most practicable, I would say, subject. When you look at our world today, you cannot do anything without mathematics. It was a simple thing. I want the young people to take note. When you go to the university, virtually all disciplines, you want to read medicine, you want to read veterinary medicine, law, you want to do economics, you want to be in education, anywhere. you need mathematics. Unless you have O-level mathematics or WAEC or NECO mathematics, you are not going to be given admission to this discipline. So for young people, the earlier they say, okay, I have to, since I want to do this discipline, no matter what discipline you want to do, they require you to have an O-level mathematics. And therefore, they should love that subject. And you see, I think, as he said, mathematics is the most practicable thing. It is because of the symbols that some of the letters they use in mathematics that people run away from it. Say, for example, today I mentioned the word pi. I know when many people see pi, it's just an ordinary number, 22/7, just represented by pi. And even when I say 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, I'm saying take a quantity. You don't just write 1 plus 2 equals 3 to a child. You gather 2 oranges, or 1 orange plus 2 oranges. You combine them together, you have 3 oranges.
Yeah.
And it makes life so difficult, so easy.
Very simple, yes.
But when you see the abstractness of mathematics, when you say 2x, if I even say x plus 2x,
That's
then
what
people
puts
run
everybody
away.
off.
But it is so practicable.
Yeah.
I used to say that, okay, if you don't like x, put your name. Your name can start. So if you have, as my name now, 1 psalm here, another 2 psalms, people 2 psalms. You combine them together, there are 3 psalms. So this is the nature of mathematics.
Sure. And the irony is, if once someone gets a grip with all the symbols and what have you, it becomes quite an interesting subject to
Very interesting.
follow. Yeah.
Very interesting.
All right. Okay, we'll pause for a brief moment. The program is Nigeria Today. Let's get the thoughts of some Nigerians on the subject of mathematics. They spoke earlier with our correspondent, Alika Okpanachi Arua.
Because that's the only way.
Why?
Because you study is good, and when you learn mathematics, you can do many things.
I like the idea about mathematics, but some things about it is difficult.
I think it's about perception. A lot of people believe it's difficult, and also as a contributory factor, I think the way it's been taught.
The teachers in school should ensure that the pupils love mathematics without either shouting on them, encouraging the pupils that math is easy. It is just once you know the formula, you know the formula. If you don't know it, you don't need to be afraid. You need to go and learn it.
You know, our children are very intelligent. But you know, by the time you say math, everybody is afraid. But if we make it interactive, maybe in a way that it looks like their game or something, let it not be too serious.
Mathematics is one of the fundamental subjects in academics arena. And with whatever we do in our lives, in academics world, mathematics is one of the courses or subjects that one has to do to enable you to perform very well in all the aspects of education.
Mathematics is a very important course in our daily day-to-day running of our activities. It's a very important course, most especially in every aspect of human endeavor. We can't do without mathematics.
All right, you're welcome back to Nigeria Today. We are discussing mathematics. It's International Mathematics Day. We have in the studio Professor Sam Ale, former Director General of the National Mathematical Center, and a mathematics teacher from the Pacesetters Academy, Guzape, Abuja, in person of Charity in Nalegu. Let me come to you, Charity. You heard some of the comments from the kids and adults in that Vox Pop. Give us your take on, based on what they said, on their level of interest and importance that they put on mathematics in Nigeria.
Okay, like I heard them talk about mathematics being very important in our day-to-day activities. Of course, when you wake up in the morning and you check your time, you're actually doing mathematics.
You're doing maths, yeah.
Because you're already calculating how many minutes it's going to take me to have my bath, to dress up, and to hit the road. You know, when you are in the first station, you are doing mathematics. How many liters do I need? What distance do I need to cover? For how long will this serve me? You know, it's interesting. We cannot do without mathematics. Every one of us, even children. In fact, there's a saying that mathematics is a universal language that even a baby understands. You know, because when a baby is having 2 balls, for instance, and you take one, he knows you've done minus, you've taken away. That's minus, and that's mathematics. And then the child is interested in getting it back to add 1 to the one he has to make it 2 again. So I also heard one of them talk about the teachers. You know, you can't take away the place of teachers in making this subject relevant. You know, I believe that if teachers are well paid, if teachers are well motivated, like we have in our private sector, I pray government schools will also take, you know, step up in that area. If a teacher is motivated just like I am, you see me so excited in the maths class. Before I jump in, the children are already searching for their maths books. They are ready to learn. Okay, so I think the teachers must be able to vary their methods. It's not every method that works for a child. And then for every mathematics, for every mathematical problem, for every topic in math, there is everyday life application. Teachers should learn to, you know, bring home these life applications. They should be able to connect the children to the life applications. For instance, if you just want to teach Naira, and you come, you tell the children we have, we use Naira in Nigeria, we have the coins, we have the Naira notes, and then you do all the addition and subtraction without doing word problem like saying, if I go to the market with 10 Naira, and I buy an item worth 5 Naira, what would my balance be? You haven't done anything if you don't bring it home. And beyond just teaching it theoretically, you can go as far as setting up a shop in the class, bringing the Naira notes, you know, using the children to buy something and then they receive balance. By so doing, you bring it very much closer to them. You are relating it to what they do every day. When they get home, they will be able to apply it.
Yeah, bringing it back to down to a level that's where they'll be conversant with and more comfortable with. All right, just before we go, our time is coming to an end. The Professor, just give us your take on what parents can do to, you know, imbibe a better and higher degree of interest on the part of their wards and children in mathematics. Very briefly, please.
And also the government. For example, the Indian government, they declare 22nd of December as the National Day of Mathematics. And we have heard of that of UNESCO now for the whole world. 14th of March. The government can help in making one day as a national mathematical day. Parents, of course, many parents discourage their ward by saying they don't know it when they are in school. Therefore, the students easily comes around and say, well, because my father or my mother, they don't know mathematics, how can I know it? No, it's not genetical. What I'm trying to say is encourage them, give them confidence. Parents are to give confidence to the children. The society, they are to make that it is possible to do it.
Sure. All right, our time is up, but definitely a big thank you to you, Professor Sam Ale, former DG of the National Mathematical Center, for giving us your thoughts and insights on this critical topic of mathematics and how important it is for national development and growth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis.
And thanks also to Charity in Nalegu, mathematics teacher with Pacesetters Academy, Guzape, Abuja. Thanks also for your perspectives on this topic.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis.
You're welcome. And thanks to you out there for watching. Nigeria Today is live every weekday at 7:30 in the evening. Do catch this program and others on youtube.com/NTA News 24 Hub. I'm Dennis at Dignoy. Thanks for your time.